Hello. This is Dr. Cindy here again from Hollywood, California. And I just want to say that I love you. And I have been wanting to make this recording for you about hypnosis. I have to explain it to everybody that comes in. I have done thousands of hypnosis trance sessions. And let me get comfortable here. And they're all different, but the techniques to get people to relax are very, very simple. And I just want to explain how it works. I went to a seminar. I had to get some extra credits. I was a MFT intern working on getting my license for MFT, and yet I didn't go that route. That's another story. But I was getting my hours, and hypnotherapy was offered as one of the extra credits for my coursework. So I took this course in hypnosis, not thinking much of it, just another technique I would learn. And, I knew you could sign up to their doctorate program, but I thought, no, I'm never going to go into anything like that deep. I just want to know about it. After the weekend, and I saw major transformations just in my brain alone, and the techniques they had used to get people to do things was just amazing. I was very interested. It intrigued me. By Monday, I had signed up. By Sunday, I had signed up for the doctorate program, and it took about 7 years. They weren't too happy with me in the end. They were really pushing me along. But I was enjoying it. I had my little boy, and I was older when I went to college, but they wanted me to get moving. So I finally did graduate with my doctorate in hypnotherapy, and I just want to explain hypnosis to you. It's nothing voodoo. It's safe. It's been deemed safe since 1955 by the American Medical Association. Eric Erickson was a famous hypnotherapist, and he was on a plane with the head of the medical association. And by the end of the plane ride, this man deemed it to be a safe method for changing behavior. Here's why. There's no side effects, not like you hear all of these drugs for cancer, and then, well, you might have a heart attack, you might have liver damage, you may have this, you may, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what else? No, no. Well, with hypnosis, there's no negative side effects. Now, what is being hypnotized? You see the kind that's stage hypnosis, it's a little bit true, but it's mostly just getting people who are suggestible to do stupid stuff on stage, okay? Because you know how you find those people in the crowd that are willing to, quack like a duck. So it's pretty easy to get them to be subjective, and they do a lot of that. When I was in a bar one time, the lady had everybody run into the bathroom and put a toilet seat cover around their neck as if it was a necklace, and it was funny, haha. But the kind of hypnosis that I do is clinical hypnotherapy. I started training at Positive Changes, which was a weight loss clinic, and I realized that people lost huge amounts of weight when you remove the trauma, the emotional baggage that stays inside your body. So I learned hypnosis with that, and it was really exciting. It worked. And then I did, of course, your typical smoking cessations. But how hypnosis works is you have a conscious mind. That's you listening to me right now, or halfway listening to me, and me speaking with you, and you being aware of the whole thing. That's your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind is simply the driver of your behavior. 90% of your behavior is implemented. They say a child is formed by the time they're 6 years old. Their behaviors, a lot of them, their inclinations, their shyness, their openness, introvert, extrovert. Uh, and I believe it. I truly believe it. But your brain, your mind, call it your mind, your brain, how it works is that you have your subconscious mind, and that is the driver, okay? And the driver does things that you have taught it to do, like get up in the morning at a certain time, get to your job on time. Uh, it's very useful, your conscious mind. When you drive to work and you think, how did I get there? You're talking with your friend. You think, oh my gosh, the car must have driven itself. Well, it basically did, because your subconscious mind does the driving. And that's why when you're driving and someone starts to be a backseat driver, you say, no, no, stop. Because your subconscious mind is seeing everything around you. It doesn't sleep. It's awake when you're sleeping. It's aware of the sleeping and the dreams. It's the watcher, okay, over you. But all it is like a tool, okay? and you have trained it to overeat. You have trained it to smoke cigarettes, take bad drugs, maybe be a workaholic, or you have trained it to be obsessed with your beauty or your house. Or, and I'm being sarcastic, but I had to break down all those walls myself. Everybody, I wanted to be so ambitious and make up for my childhood and my family, and I was going to be the rich one and the educated one. And I got the education, but I lost my marriage. See, you can win your trophy and lose your life. And I felt like I lost so many things in trying to be all that. And I had to slowly let go of everything, especially when my son became a major addict. And then I had to let go of thinking, why can't I control him? Why doesn't my stuff work? Why doesn't loving him enough help? And I realized with addiction, it's a whole nother ball game. And it takes a lot of work and patience and love. And what I do is I work on myself. I work on myself with these techniques, and that's how I can handle it. How I can handle really hard things in life, because what you do is you want them to go through you. You want them to come in, but then you don't keep them in your mind ruminating, okay? And that's the subconscious mind. My mom was a worrywart, and I inherited that anxiety and worry, and think your way through school, your way through marriage, your way through everything. And that's not the way it works. I try to think my way through my son's addiction, and that is not going to work at all. Talking till the cows come in, begging, hoping. And the thing that works for me is prayer and being real in the moment and being honest and yet not judgmental and yet firm and yet fair. And it's all a dance. Okay, it is all a dance. And I have to use energy medicine, because a mother is only as well as her sickest child. You see, when you have a child who has addiction troubles and in and out of rehab and in and out of your life, there's a lot of nights of worry. But I have learned to overcome it, because when I get into deep worry about him, I channel my guardian angel, which is Metatron, the great Metatron, believe it or not. I channel Metatron, and I hear that voice every single time. He's okay, he'll be home, he's all right, he's alive. And every time it turns out true. So I've learned to stop being a worrywart, let my kids have their lessons. Take a deep breath, everybody. And I just enjoy life, and I want to help other people relax, because COVID-19, first of all, I saw the medical staff just terrorized, and then people terrorized, and then with everybody dying, and I was stuck inside being a senior with my boyfriend who's a senior, and having 2 years of masking. And I mean, this lady shook my hand the other day at my son's rehab, and I looked at my hand. I said, nobody's touched me in 2 years. I didn't know if I should wash it because of COVID, but I'm kind of loosening up a little bit too. My doctor told me that COVID is like a cold, and everybody got it this last one, so it's probably never going to come back. And I would like to believe my doctor. So I love you, and I wanted to explain to you what hypnosis is. When we take you into a little trance, what it is you do it every day. When you watch TV, that's trance. When you watch something and you focus and the room disappears and you're in that movie, and you come out of the movie and you're talking to your friend about that movie, and it was as if you were there yourself. That's what trance is. Studies show that visualization, you feel like it's the same as a real experience, so that you can actually recreate things in your mind. You can heal the past with the PTSD. It's really quick with hypnosis. So any kind of help you get from me, say it's the weight loss program, we have stress removal in that to remove not only weight but emotional baggage that keeps your dieting going up and down. It suddenly stops because there's no longer that need to obsess on anything. It's all about love. It's about learning to love yourself. That's right. All my life I was a doer. I was a single parent, and I knew that little girl wasn't going to have things if I didn't work and work and work. And I would work one job, two jobs, three jobs if I have to, and then I would go to school. Okay, so I am your expert at how to unwind, because all of that success is great. And I'm really, really glad I have my degrees, and I'm glad my kids are grown and beautiful and loving people. And yes, they're real people and they struggle. And my son struggles, but he's helping me with this. He's helping me with addiction. He's helping me record. He's helping me by letting me interview him. And he's helping me by finally starting to listen as I relax. It's the more I relax, it seems like he's finally getting his lessons in. So, this is what hypnotherapy is about. If you want to use it, I would suggest yes, because as far as regular therapy goes, it takes a while, and that's fine if you have the time. But if you want quick results, as far as starting right now to lose weight or to stop the cigarettes, hypnosis is really fast. There's no more than 6 sessions usually for any topic, because it works really well. You can learn to do it at home, so you can be your own healer. So through hypnotherapy, we can help heal your pain, all those things in your mind that when somebody says something, it triggers something, and all of a sudden they didn't look at me right, and they don't like me, or my childhood, or I was never liked enough, or never loved enough, or why do people leave me, or why do I lose jobs, or relationships, or why am I an addict, or why do I think I don't look good, or why am I not successful, and why, and all of these things are your mind. They call it, my minister used to call it the monkey mind, because it just chatters, monkey, just chatter, 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 and tell you all the stuff. And one time this lady said at this church I went to, she said, I got a story. She was playing her guitar, and you know how you love those Western folk singers. And she said, I got a story, and mine can probably top yours, but maybe yours would top mine, but none of them matter. Everybody taking a deep breath. When you go from your head to your heart, this is mindfulness, okay? Deep breathing. That's where the hypnotherapy is. It's right here, heart space. That beautiful place where you create change. You go from your head of thinking to your heart to just feeling and being. Forgiving yourself and forgiving your parents and forgiving yourself and forgiving others. And just feel alive. People from other countries that are so poor are so happy. And think of Ukraine right now, people fighting for their lives, their family, connected. Just the patriotism, the love, and the prayer that's going around the world for this, that we're in prayer, and I'm involved with people who pray in world prayer, and we are praying, and the masses are volunteering, and we are all saying love one another. It's time to be together. It's time to be free. I love you. I hope this helps. I hope you can understand hypnotherapy, and I hope you decide to use it. And you can call me. I have wonderful recordings for you. They're 15 minutes long. And I have weight loss recordings on my website, yourtransformations.com, or love101.com, or .biz, 101.biz. And you can call me anytime. I love you. My number's on the website. And that's it. Just have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you for listening.